Good morning. Hope everybody is well. A pleasure seeing all of you today. It's Independence Day. It's a beautiful day. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Bless me with your presence. I am so honored to have you in my living room this morning at the social club. Yes, we are here. We are live. We are going to do this. We're going to talk a little bit. Well, you know what? I got a topic today. I do have a topic today. It's called Depressed and Living Alone. But that's a topic. This has nothing to do with the joy, the overwhelming joy that many Americans and people across the world are feeling this morning. Welcome, everybody. Listen, it is 11/6/2024. History was made. Donald J. Trump, the kid from Queens, was elected president last night by us, the American people, on 11/5/2024. I'm saying this because this gets locked in history. Someday down the line, my children, my grandchildren, anybody may watch this. This goes into the archives. So what I'm going to do is probably make a small edited version of just this part so that it is out there. Donald Trump went against Kamala Harris after Joe Biden backed out of the presidential race for 2024. All right. We had Donald Trump 4 years before. Things went downhill for 4 years in many people's views, in most people's minds and pocketbooks and world. Everything changed over the last 4 years. Some people say we turned into a cesspool. Everybody has there's varying opinions, varying reasons. But what happened was history was made. Donald Trump got knocked out 4 years ago, came back strong, said he was going to do it. So the kid from Queens, he really, really lived the American dream at the ultimate level. His father gave him $1 million when he graduated from Wharton School of Business. I don't know if anybody knows this, but that's how Donald Trump started. His father gave him $1 million. Now, Donald Trump could have, this was when he graduated from Wharton. Donald Trump could have bought a home, a car, and worked at Wall Street. And that's it. They would have been kind of wealthy. But Donald Trump looked at the New York City skyline from Queens and said, I'm going to change that skyline. I want to be a part of that skyline. That's what Donald Trump did. He took the $1 million that is, I think his father either loaned him or gave him, and made himself into a brand. So a businessman. So the American dream, I mean, it can't get any better than that. He didn't buy it. Remember, he doesn't take a salary for being president. He never took a salary. So with that being said, that part in history is done. I'm going to edit this now. I'm going to drop this later, have this in the archives. Again, I will say Donald Trump elected president of our United States, of these United States, on 11/5/2024, and right now it is 11/6/2024. History has been made. Yes. All right. So let me have a little sip of coffee. Let me talk to all of you guys. Joe lost. Jersey Joe lost by 11%, I think. All right, let me get into a little bit. Let me say hello to everybody first, then we'll get into our topic, all right? It's basically everybody's happy. Hey, Sunny Shorts. Hey, James Simpson. CG2. Nice to see you, Sven. Blessings to you, Sven. Arlene Merlino. Good morning, Tommy, and everyone in the chat. Happy days are here again. Let me shut this beeper off here. Uh-oh. What is that? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Shut that. Shut that. Okay. Arlene, yes, we are here. Joe Town Jack, good morning. Good morning. Yep. CG2 is right there. Don McHugh, a pleasure seeing you again. Delilah, good morning, Tommy Stigs and Social Club. Hope everyone is well on this beautiful. Yes, we're well. Martha Fowler, hello there. Good morning, Tommy. My prayer, may our Lord shine and blessed. Oh, wow, that's beautiful, Martha. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's a wonderful message to get. Wow. You guys are absolutely incredible. This group is tremendous. Tremendous. All right, Todd Father's right there. Sweet Tea, hello there. Sweet Tea, Todd Father again. What's up, chat? Saying hello to the chat. CG2 is right there again. Let's see. Let's get down to the town. So until today, I thought you were a closet Dem. No, you crazy. No. Osada Treats, good morning to you. Good morning to you, sir. I see you again, but I saw you before. So Bill C. Hello, Bill C. Trying to get down to the bottom. Trying to get Fancy Nancy's right there. Good to see you, Fancy Nancy. CG2 again. Hey, teacher. Hello there. Good morning. Hey, teacher. Wow. Got a nice group this morning. They mess with our. Hello, Jeffrey. Good morning to you, Magooch. How you doing? NJ Wise Guy. A pleasure having you always. Mark Gillio is here. Hello, Mark Gillio. Wow, we got the whole fan family is here. All right, we end there. We're going to go into the topic. If you're just coming in, don't ever come in here and say, "What are we doing here?" Don't you dare do it. Let's get this coffee flowing. We're going to get into a topic. It's not going to be that long. Latin butterfly. Good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias, Latin butterfly. Latin butterfly. We're kind of red, white, and blue today, I guess you could say, right? What? Waiting on my ride, heading to work. All right, you. All right. Street Perspectives. Good morning to you. God, I can't believe how many people love Trump. It's amazing to me. I don't think I've come across anybody that doesn't like that. I don't know. Cheech, it's unbelievable. All right, we're going to get into a topic here. It's called, we're going to get into a topic. If you don't mind, can I dip onto this topic a little bit? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I want to get into this topic a little bit. Here we're going to do this right after this. Listen, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Social Club Settle In. We do have a topic to kick off the show with. It's called Depressed and Living Alone. We're going to get into this a little bit. We're going to dip around here a little bit, talk about this topic, depressed and living alone. What happens? Why? What's going on? Come on, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. All right, next, live, right here. Depressed.
It's the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
Depressed and living alone. Depressed and living alone is our topic this morning. We're going to get into this just for a little bit, a few minutes. So you may see this on the replay. And if anything that I speak about or I don't speak about interests you, please leave a comment. The comments have been wonderful lately. I do appreciate your comments. They do help with the channel. And yeah, so here we go. So depressed and living alone. Okay, some people find themselves in a situation after being in a house full of people or growing with a husband or a wife or whatever it might be. This is not just for men, guys. This is for women also. Depressed and living alone. I don't speak just about me. We try to capture different people. It's not just, these shows are not just about a man or about a woman or about a teenager or a senior. It's about everybody. Depressed and living alone. It's really a thing. It's really a thing. Let me take a break and sip my coffee. It's really a thing. Okay. But a lot of things happen. So people are married for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. I know people that were married over 40 years, 35 years. The wife said, "Get out. I don't want you anymore. You're done. You're out of here. You got to go." I've seen it where the husband says after 40 years, she doesn't do it for him anymore, and he steps out, which is a disgrazia move, but steps out, right? Okay, now, he or she ends up alone out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, and you're in this dark space, and you really don't know how to do things, how to react, how to handle things yourself. There are problems because unfortunately, these men were not taught right. These men were not taught right by their mothers and fathers of how to be independent. There are men that don't know how to cook. They don't know how to do laundry. They don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to do it. They cut the grass and that's it. No. No, you got to be prepared for anything. Life teaches us this. So shame on those parents that did not train those. They come into manhood or adulthood and they don't even know how to boil water. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Horrendous. Horrendous. Okay. So they're stuck. Now you got a woman. She doesn't know how to handle this. She doesn't know how to handle that. I understand the woman part. I kind of understand the woman not being able to cut the grass or stuff. I get this. You don't do these things. Paint the windows, whatever it is. Paint, clean, these things, Well, they made these men this way. That was their parents that made these men this way. Now, some people, some women, okay, Latin Butterfly, have a blessed day. We appreciate you. Have a great day at work, Latin Butterfly. I love it. I love this. She started her day off with us, Latin Butterfly. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So they don't know how to do anything. It's a shame. It's a shame. Now, some people go into a depression because they're left all alone right now and they don't know what to do. They were so entrenched in this normal type beaver cleaver lifestyle where they had the family and this and that and everything was well. Then they end up alone and depressed. Now, a lot of these people end up depressed because they don't have coping skills. They never had any traumatizing other than death, which we all go through. Remove the death part. Remove people dying. They'd never had traumatizing situations in their life where they had to cope through. They were just babied, basically. And they never had any obstacles to overcome. Everything went well for them. They came home, dinner was on the table, mom did this, dad did this, they don't know anything about struggles, obstacles, bad times, dad getting fired, mom getting laid off, this and that. They never had it. Mm-hmm. So now here's what the research is. It's typically those that are 50 plus. Check this out. It's typically those that are 50 plus and the educated. 50 plus and the educated ending up living alone apparently throws many into a deep depression. I don't know about this. Remember, I never went into a state of depression being divorced. I never went into a state of depression. Just Sunday nights were brutal for me. But other than that, I was able to cope. Yes. Yes, but you know how. Tindo, you know how to do laundry. You can cook, right? You were taught right. If Tindo is like me, if Tindo ever ended up alone, he's going to survive. God forbid. God forbid, God forbid. I don't wish this on anybody. I'm just saying someone like Tindo would have the ability to cope. His parents taught him right. His mother taught him right. My mother taught me, I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I clean. I wash my clothes. So Tindo has the best of everything. He had a good parents around. He had a good parents around, some old school values, but was taught a little, he learned some domesticated things. So Tindo is a poster boy for basically perfection, quite honestly. A working family, bought a home and the American dream, worked 50 years and parents taught him right. His father died and this, the whole, but it does not come without struggle. There was obviously we all have them, some issues along the way that made him be a survivor. So if Tindo's world got turned upside down today, he's going to know how to make scrambled eggs. He's going to make it happen. He's going to make it happen. So I commend you, Tindo. No, I don't commend you. Let me take that back. I commend those that trained you. Okay? We are trained. We are trained. So I commend those that trained you, Thindu. And I went through that same training. Unfortunately, my situations were a little rough, little rough. I mean, I was abandoned basically by my father as a child. And Mama Stigs had to work 2 jobs to keep the lights on. I got into trouble, whatever it is. So here we are right now. Okay, so here we are right now. So it's basically 55 and over and the educated that cannot cope with being alone, living alone. I hate to say I recommend a few things if you end up alone. If you end up alone, you got to find hobbies and not social media because that's all phony, fake stuff. Not so, unless you're ill and you can't get out. Yeah. Unless you're alone, unless you're ill and you can't get out there, I understand. Social media is a wonderful aspect of life that you can use to occupy time, but you got to be careful because it really is not reality. It's reality, but it's not reality. It's a reality. It's a real disaster. Okay. So one of the worst things we can do is to build her life around a man. And the same way with a woman. The same way with a man and a woman, Arlene, one of the worst things a woman can do is to build her life around a man. And I tell my daughter, independence first. Education and independence, you depend on no man. You depend on. So it's basically the 55s, the 50s and over, and the educated. Why is that? Do you guys understand why that would be? 50 and over educated fall into a deep depression when they're left alone. Why is that? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? Because I don't know if it makes sense to me. I'm trying to understand why. What, they don't cope? They can't cope? 50 and over and educated are the ones. Yeah. Trump father. My friend, thank you from the it's the Trump fathers here. I can't. Thankfully, we don't have to. Okay. So, yeah. So what do you think, guys? What do you think? 50 and over and educated are the worst when it gets divorce time. Why is that? Okay, Mark. That's a good comment. Yeah. God. Right. Educated. Yeah. Not in life education. Right. Yes. All right. Yeah, so everybody has their own opinions on that. Yeah, fancies like me. Sunday nights can be tough, but you gotta do something. You need a hobby. You need to go to church. That's number one. You should be going to church on Saturday night mass if you're alone. Occupy the time. Get into a hobby. Join a group. Do something. Yeah. Unfortunately, some people can't. So, depressed and alone, please don't get down on yourself. If you can dig out of it, it's difficult, but you can dig out of it. There are things that you can do. Church is the best. Church was great for me. I didn't mind eating dinner alone every night. I ate dinner alone every night. I still kind of eat dinner alone every night. But this is life. So not many of you would understand what it's like to be alone in a residence or a home and sit down alone and cook for one person. And it's very, very interesting. So some of you wouldn't know. There's people dependent on you. Now, yeah, it's different on each side. Yeah. Yes. All right, so that topic is over. We're at it. Thank you for that. I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to make that an edited video because that's what I like to do, having fun with YouTube. Having fun with what's this called? What is this thing called? What are we on right now? I go out to dinner myself. Me neither. What do you mean? I've eaten by myself in the diner, Mustang Mike. I go everywhere alone. Food shopping alone, the diner alone. Why, you feel funny going out to eat alone? That's one of the big things. People can't go out and eat alone. They won't go sit down and eat alone. Me, let's go. Order up. It's me, myself, and I. Right? Why? People can't go have a drink alone? It's wonderful. You can go have a drink alone. You can go have a meal alone. You want to go have a hamburger or this and that? You better be able. That's in the training. Fancy Nancy, that's in our lives training. That's also in our determination. People that can't go eat alone are very insecure. They're insecure. Yes. I don't know. Maybe. AOV. I don't know. We'll see. Yep. Invite him on your show. Have a conversation with him, you. You should do a show today, ALV. This is all you. This is all you. That's it for me. It's over for me. Done. Over. Done. Maybe Joe will stop in. That's a wrap. You don't have to entertain someone boring you to tears. Yes. That ship sailed. The sign is gone. Here's the sign. My boy Joe. What a sin. Look. What a shame. Where he's from doesn't matter. You can have the conversation. We're having Danny on from Puerto Rico tonight. My boy Jersey Joe. Love that kid. I know him since he's a little kid. Yeah. Your sister will not go anywhere alone. That's interesting. I'm going to keep that forever. Because this was... Well, I'll be with him tomorrow night, ALV, at the Unico meeting. Italian-American meeting tomorrow night. Me and Jersey Joe will be together tomorrow night. So I'll talk to him. That's why they have takeout? Oh, my God. That's why they have takeout. You guys are great. Yep. Yeah. Well, I'll be with him tomorrow night. I can actually interview him. Have him sign it. He's going to look it. It's a process. He's very young. You can't get down on it. You got to keep on building, keep on fighting for whatever the next race is, right? Exactly, Osada. That's the way you're supposed to approach it. The lesson is in the pursuit, guys. Just like wrestling. Telling me, okay, I'm gonna. He should be commended. He did, yeah, it's sad. He did a great job, man. You can see the passion. You know, he's in Belleville. He lives down there still, ALV, by Washington Avenue. He's still here. He's still there. He's still in the neighborhood. So, yes, he did run he ran an honorable. He did well. I'll tell him later. He might have shot down to Florida. His parents live in Boca, so he might have shot down to Florida. ALV, his mother and father left Belleville and retired in Boca. They're in Florida right now. So he's probably shooting down to Florida right now, if I had to guess. Take a few days off of work. He works for the town of Belleville. ALV. He's the inspector for Belleville. He works at City Hall. He's the construction inspector. See, nobody knows that. He's the construction inspector for Belleville. He's all in, man. He's all in. He's Belleville. He's Republican. He's just, I don't know, man. You think he has a future? Yeah, he's the town inspector now. Yes. Yeah, he works for City Hall. He works for Belleville City Hall. He lives down there still. It's unbelievable. The guy's incredible. He's an honorable, respectful. He's just a gentleman. Was raised by immigrant parents. Immigrant parents spoke no English. And now he has a future. So he's living the dream. A nice city job, goes out. The inspections, very likable and exactly. You think so, Patty Daly? It's just going to take some change. It's going to take some time. So, Patty Daly, I often wonder why we all come from Democrat backgrounds. All Most blue collar people come from Democrat backgrounds, Patty Daly. Where we're from, it's all Democrat. Bloomfield, Belleville, Newark. Not Nutley so much, but Belleville, Newark, Bloomfield, mostly a Democrat. Why did we turn? I'm not rich. I work for a living. Patty Daly, we're blue collar people. You're retired down to the shore. Why? Why did we turn Republican? Can you sum that up for me? What made us do it? I can't explain why. Now, do I agree with everything? Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. No, that's a good one. Younger people, too, if it's from family, was going to interesting. All Democrats, but the Democrat Party has changed. Okay. See, this is why you guys are absolutely incredible. Tommy, New Jersey turned blue because it's a welfare state. Okay. Because the Democrat, you guys are incredible. Thank you for the interaction. So the question was, why did we turn Republican from Democrat? We're all still blue. Most of us are still blue collar. Joey Dell, thank you for that. Yes, sir. Yes, 100%. All right. Thank you for the feedback on that question that I had. You guys are very. It shows that you guys pay attention. Joe Town Jack, you turned because the Democrat Party took off to the left and abandoned you. Wow. Oh my God. And I'm a middle class guy, regular guy. Joe Town Jack. My father was a 33-year Teamster, not a gangster. My father was a Teamster for 33 years. My grandfather worked at Westinghouse. Patty, where was Westinghouse? Bloomfield and Newark, right? Orange Street, Patty? Ocean County, Morris, Warren, Sussex, all were big for Trump, but can't compete with the cities. Yeah, it's tough. Patty, Westinghouse was in Orange Street in Newark and one in Bloomfield, right? So my grandfather worked at Westinghouse. Mm-hmm. He couldn't go into service because of an ear or something. Something with his ear. But yeah, so my grandfather, I come from 100% blue collar. I mean, under blue collar, public housing. My grandparents, welfare. Westinghouse made appliances. Bill C. made appliances. Yes. Bloomfield. Everyone worked there. Condos. Yes, my grandfather worked there. And he did the horse races in there. He did a little bookmaking in there, but that's a whole other topic. But anyway, my grandfather was a 33-year Teamster. My brother's a union electrician. Surrounded by it. I chose not to go into the union. It seemed to have worked out pretty well for me, but I had the opportunities. Carpenters or laborers? You're thinking Western Electric. My grandfather and grandfather until Reagan. That's when the Democrat. Oh, okay. All right, very good. Wow, you guys are great. Good feedback today. What a nice show you guys are having this morning. Just nice coffee talk. Nice coffee talk. Tongue Soul, yeah, Charms. Hearts Mountain. Hearts was over there on Bloomfield Avenue. A lot of good places were here. Hoffman La Roche, but that wasn't a union environment. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So many people are happy this morning about this election. Well, listen, listen to me. My son calls me this morning. He said, Dad, he plays with the stocks a little bit. He said, I think I made 900 overnight on my stocks. He says, I think I made 900 overnight on my stocks. I said, what? You play the stock market? He said, yeah, I put a few dollars here, a few dollars. Yes. Yeah, he said his stocks went through the roof last night. I think he has Tesla and some of this and some of that, whatever it might be. Well, AOV, the boy is in, I guess my son's got some intelligence. He put a few dollars here, a few dollars there, ding, ding, ding. He said he made 900 last night. Now, for a young man, that's, nice. Nice. So here's what's going to happen, guys. I want to break this down a little bit for you. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the effects of a Trump nation. Now, you got to think big picture, okay? You got to think big picture here. Here's what's going to happen. Overtime. Overtime is huge, non-taxed. There's going to be no tax on overtime. There's going to be no tax on tips. Now, a Democrat went into the restaurant that my daughter was waitressing at last week. In Florida, there was a Democrat, a liberal, went into the restaurant that my daughter is waitressing in. Listen to me, folks. And I guess you can tell some way, somehow, about maybe my daughter is Republican. I don't know. I have no idea. It's Florida. They put on her, she serves them beautifully, brings them their coffee, refills their drink. And my daughter works for tips. She's a waitress. She's going to college and she waitresses down there in Florida. They put a big zero for the tip. A big zero. And gave it and paid the bill. She said, I could tell what kind of people they were. But they put a big zero, gave my daughter no tip. Zero. And then she has other ones that say, here's $100 tip for you. Great job, young lady. Good luck in your career. Thank you. You're the future of healthcare in this country. We appreciate you. Yeah, because some people do ask, hello, young lady, what is it that you do? They stiffed her. Zero. Zero. They wrote a big zero on it. And then someone, I'm going to say, they gave her $100. You know, on a slow day, sometimes the staff will interact personally with who they are serving. And the people are curious about people. They say, young lady, are you going to school? Do you have a family tragedy? What is making you be a waitress here today? And she'll say, no, I'm getting my PIN for occupational therapy. I'm really struggling through school. It's heavy, it's hard, and I like to work. I'm not lazy, ba. And they say, wow, you are the future. You're going to take care of me later. You're going to have me writing if I have a stroke. You're going to have me walking if I become... So they gave some people have given my daughter $100. This motherfucker gave her a big zero and wrote a big zero. What the fuck? NJ Wise guy. What the hell, man? But I say, Tori, you go to the next. We keep moving. We keep moving along. When somebody robs your pocketbook, steals all your stuff, you go to motor vehicle, you get a new driver's license. You call the credit card company, you get your credit cards back. And we just keep on going. We never look back. We go forward. Does she have any idea why those rats would leave nothing? I don't know. I think they are probably Democrats in a highly Republican area. Well, I taught her right, Patty Daly, and that goes back to how we teach our kids. How we teach our kids when that individual is left alone, depressed. It's their fathers and mothers that did not train them that disaster may come their way. And I don't mean death. We all go through that. So, interesting stuff. And I just like to share with you these things. Where your daughter's customers from Canada? I don't know, Martha. I don't know where they were from. But she called me. She said, Dad, you know what happened today? They wrote a big zero on my tip. I said, well, did you fill the lemonade? I want to say, did you do something? Listen, I don't know if I'm the best father. I don't know what kind of father I am. But I said, Tor, did you keep filling their coffee? Did you go back to the table? Did they need ice, ketchup, this, that? She said, I know how to work. She said, I know what I'm doing. I said, I just have to, as a dad, I got to ask you. Right? I got to ask you. So it's like some of us when we were kids. If the teacher hit you, you were wrong. Huh? So I know, NJ Wise guy. So I did ask her, I interrogated her, so to speak. Were you slow? Did the food come out cold? Were you attentive? Did you get the order right? Everything was perfect. She said, I don't do anything unless I do it right. If I can't do it right, I won't be there that day. I'll get a cover. If I can't do my job that day, I'm not going in there for that payday. I'm going to do it right now. Here's the positive thing. So let me touch on this real quick. We're going to keep this short. Here's what we got. Here's what we got. Susan, check this out. We got no tips are going to be taxed. Tips will no longer be taxed. Tips will no longer be taxed. Overtime will no longer. Do you know how big that overtime non-tax is? You know why this is big? Do people understand what the fuck goes on? Let's say you're a police officer in the cities. You work a lot of overtime. You work these side jobs. Check this out, AOV. Big Tuna, check this out. You're a police officer. They get buku overtime, Shannon. Police officers, they get road jobs and they get major overtime. And then they get taxed. Now, what's going to happen is, Arlene, they're not going to get taxed, which means they're going to have more. And what are they going to do with that? What are they going to do? They're going to buy a house. They're going to buy a car. They're going to shop a little bit. Some people may be very frugal and spend none of it, but for the most part, the majority is going to take that money. They're going to buy property. They're going to buy the American dream now that 40% of their overtime is not being taken. That's what they're going to do. Yeah. Whatever it is, Big Tuna, I'm just saying it's going to have an effect that they're going to be saving more. They're going to be saving more and they will reinvest in something, which is going to make supply and demand a little different. So there's going to be some things here. There's going to be some things here, right? Right? So there's a good thing with a lot of these things. I'm sure it's not all perfect. It's what it is. So who knows? We'll see. We're going to see. We're going to see. It's unbelievable. Well, we don't know that, Muffaton. We don't know that yet. Who knows what happens in 4 years? Yeah. Well, you don't have to like the tip. Well, not those not a tip cup, Patty Daly. Waitresses, waiters. Not the tip cups. That's a different story. Starbucks, $8 for a caramel macchiato, whatever you want to call it. And they want a tip. That's different. That's different. Shannon, what the heck? Oh my God. That's unbelievable, Shannon. People are terrible. People are horrible. They'll get it in return. It comes back around. It's all good. It's all good. Wow. Wow. Yep. I do have some bullet points, but I'm not going to really go down them. I don't think we should. I don't think I have to. I think I'm going to wrap this up and get out of here. After I retire with about 20. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful, Patty Daly. I like that. I like that. Yeah, karma comes back. They get it all. It does come back around, no doubt. Well, who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, tip less. You got to give something. You got to remember, a lot of times they are, good morning, you savage. I feel great today, Bill C. Thank God I feel good today. Those two people passed away that were dying. So we had 2 deaths yesterday morning, and my son's friend's mother died of cancer. So I got my 3 deaths, Patty Daly. Yeah, maybe that another day, right? I got my 3 deaths. Mr. Calandra died. Mr. Calandra died yesterday morning. Came to this country with a recipe for a loaf of bread and made an empire. Mr. Calandra. Oh my God, I can't believe he's dead. Yeah, so Mr. Calandra died. My ex-brother-in-law's mother died, Nona Lena. Yep. And Thomas's friend's mother died of cancer. So I got 3. So it's going to be death this weekend for me. All death. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Survive it together. Oh, my God. Yes, Shannon. Thank you. Now, that funeral is by invitation only. Mr. Calandra's funeral will be by invitation only. So I got to see how they're going to give us our invitations. I don't know. But I'll be there. I will be there. Invitation only. No funeral parlor, only at the church, apparently. You can't do it. The guy's he owns an empire. He owns an empire, Patty Daly. Patty Daly, the Calandra store on First Avenue is the original sign from 1962, Patty Daly. The Calandra sign on Bluefield Avenue and First Avenue is the same sign from 1962. They never changed it. 90, I think 90 something AOV. He took a stroke and then I think they were both in their 90s. Nona Lena and Mr. Calandra. I think they were both in their 90s. They both came from Sicily, immigrants, and made it in this country. Nona Lena worked at the cafeteria at Montclair Middle School. Gave out chocolate milk. Her husband was a Montclair fireman. Retired from the Montclair Fire Department. And Mr. Calandra, he came here with a recipe, no money, and a loaf of bread, and he started making bread. Now he has an empire. I think 90s. I'll know today, Patrick. Yeah. God bless him. God bless him. It's unbelievable. So that's your news for this morning. That's a little bit of just chop talk, social club chit chat. Yep, Stigs, I feel great today. Oh my God. I feel incredible today, Bill C, actually. I feel really good today. Bill C, he doesn't think I feel good. I feel great. If I died today, guys, Bill C knew I was dying today. I love it. No, Bill, I feel great today. I got a lot of challenges at work today, and I'm ready. Big John carried Calandra's bread. 3 loaves a day, Patty Daly. I think 3 loaves a day, right? But he brought bread to the club every day, Patty Daly. I don't know why he did that. Every day, he brought the bread to our club across the street, Anthony DeVingo's club. 1 for him and 1 for his gomad, I guess. I don't know. 3 loaves a day. He was known to buy 3 loaves a day. Okay, Ortega will take over the basil. Listen, we're all going to die one day, whenever it is. Hey, listen, we all got to go. We all got to go. Yeah. Oh, Bill C, I'll tell you this. Getting up earlier, we got to get used to the time. It takes about a week. I'm not used to it yet, so I'm still waking up an hour earlier. But next week, we'll all be back into the cycle. Takes about a week or so. Yep. And that's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. Yep. Big John, I think 3 loaves of bread a day. Patty, I just never understood why. Every day he brought a loaf of bread to his gomade. Joey Dell, take care. Yeah, it's taking me a little time, Shannon. Yeah. Even my dog. Yeah. Big John. Big John was a crazy guy. I never knew what he was because they didn't tell everybody what everybody did. But Big John would sit next to me in the social club. His legs were fucking... Patty, how tall you think Big John was in person? How tall would you say Big John was? Fucking enormous. His legs were... So he was sitting in the chair next to me. His legs were up here, his knees. He was a leg breaker, 100%. Oh my God. Patty, can't. I just can't with you. Oh, yeah. Patty's the best. He was way over 6 foot. It was a lake breaker. I can't. Oh my God. You kill me, you. She kills me. She kills me. He's a monster. Big John was a monster. Hey, he was a leg breaker. Well, I mean, we knew what he was. He fucking broke legs. Him and Uncle Fuzzy were the leg breakers. Patty, it's just the way it was. Him and Uncle Fuzzy were leg breakers. That's it. It's what they did. Now, my uncle never came out of the club. He stayed in the club all day. It was either him there or me there. One of us had to be there. Lock up, do this, do that, make sure the cards are on the table, put a fill in the poker. Yeah, it didn't matter though, Patty Dell. He just called John. Where is he? He's across the street. Okay, go get him. Yeah. Yes, the Iceman lived up here. Yes, Bergen County. Yes, this area. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Listen to me. Listen to me. Oh, surviving together. Okay. 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 So we had a good conversation this morning. All right. All right. Are you vain? Do you think any topics are about you? If you think they are, they actually are. He was a Luca Brasi. He absolutely was a Luca Brasi. And Big John was a made guy, yes. Big John was a made guy with the Genovese North Jersey crew. 100%. Got his button. Big guy. No, he was a force to be reckoned with, that guy. No doubt. No joke. All right. You're so vain, you probably think this show is about you. Well, if you think it is, then it might be. If you don't, then we're gonna go out with this one. We do this quite often. We're gonna go out with Sarah Collins taking us out with a Carly Simon song. You're so